Welcome to Raji's Creative Studio. Let's get creative. Today we are going to make honeycomb balls. This can be used as a decor for your room. It can also be used as an ornament for Christmas tree. We can also use this for decorations in various festivals. These can be made in different sizes. So let's get started. For this project we would need A4 size sheets, colored sheets. This should be not thinner like the newspaper, not thicker like the chart paper. Then we need some sharp object like a square, a pencil, scissor, glue, some beads, a thread for hanging our balls, and any round object. It can be a CD. I've taken a lid which is around 5 inches in size. It's a slightly bigger size than the CD. So now let's trace out the circles onto the color sheets. I have used a baby pink sheet over here. It's appearing white, but it's baby pink. So once you trace this out, ideally there should be 2 circles that comes out of these A4 sheets if you're using this size lid or the CD. If you want to make a bigger one, you would need a bigger object or a compass that you can use, which you use for your school. For this size ball, I would need 18 circles. So if you are making a bigger size honeycomb ball, you would need more number of sheets. So now let's start folding each of the circles into half. Okay, now once you have folded all your circles into half, we need to again refold this into quarter. Just observe how am I doing. Once you press it across the center of the semicircle, then you need to fold it twice. You could either eyeball it and do the folding, equal folding, or you can use your scale to measure it to make a equal folding. So you should see 3 partitions in that quarter and overall 6 partitions in the semicircle and 5 folds. When there are 6 partitions, you will see 5 folding lines. Now let's try for one more. So first into half, the semicircle you fold it into quarter. Press it across so the folded line is appearing properly. Then you need to refold it into 2 equal parts. So you will get, when you open up, you should see 5 folded lines and 6 partitions. So let's do this for all the remaining semicircles that we have folded. Once we have done that, we need to open up each of the circles. Let's see how many folds do we see. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, we go to a little critical stage now wherein we apply glue, and if we don't do this properly, it's not going to give that shape that we are expecting out of it. So, once we open up the circle, first we put the glue on the even numbers, that is 2 and 4. You need to be very careful when you are doing this, because if this goes wrong, you need to restart everything. And then fold it across. Let's do it for one more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folds. We apply glue on the even number, that is 2 and 4. Fold it across. Just press it on the line. We need to do this for all the remaining sheets. We have made 18 of them. So let's do this for the next remaining sheets as well. So here we again apply on 2 and 4. So now we have got 18 folded semicircles. Now let's mark the top of all the semicircles, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we need to stick each of the semicircles to each other. So we are going to glue the odd number fold, that is 1, 3 and 5. Just ensure that you glue it in a straight line so that your balls look neat and pretty. Let's try once more. So when we are attaching the semicircles to each other, we glue on fold number 1, 3 and 5, which are odd numbers. If you're not having colored sheets, you can use printer sheets, but don't use newspaper or anything thicker than a printer sheet. Now, while it's all drying up, while the sheets are drying off, let's prepare our thread for hanging the honeycomb balls. I would like to hang it in my room, so I'm taking a golden thread. I will be threading a pearl bead around it so that it holds the ball on top of it. Here, later on I decided that I will put a small round sheet on top of the pearl bead so that it gives a little more grip for holding the ball. Otherwise it might happen that after a few days of hanging it up, the ball passes through the bead and comes off. So let's give a small round sheet on top of the bead so that it holds the honeycomb ball properly. These are the two round sheets that I cut off. I've not done it here. Later on I've put a sheet around it. I'm just showing it's a small size, around 1 inch in diameter. Let's keep this aside. Now is the moment of truth. Let's see. Oops. You need to be very patient while doing this because we don't want to tear off any of the grooves that has formed. See how beautiful it looks. So we don't want to spoil it now. So let's have some patience and open it up slowly and neatly. If you need somebody's help, you can take somebody's help. Here some of my grooves have got stuck up to each other. So I'm using the skewer that I showed earlier. You could use a pencil point or any sharp needle like thing, knitting needle, anything that you have to open up the grooves that have got attached to each other. Be careful. Have some patience. Creativity is all about patience. If you are having patience and you do slowly and neatly, it turns out to be very pretty. We want our ball to look pretty. So I have been able to open it up neatly and I could get one end connected to the other. So now once I've done that, I again need to apply, since we are connecting a semicircle to another semicircle, we need to glue the odd line folds, that is 1, 3 and 5. Now here you need to keep it pressed for some time, otherwise it just pops off and it might fall down or it might come off. So hold it for at least 10-15 seconds together. Now we need to thread this honeycomb ball. So the gap in between might not be that free, so I have used a skewer. I've put a skewer across the gap in between the honeycomb ball. Now I am attaching the thread to one side of the skewer, and I'll try and pull it out. Sometimes it might get stuck up in between, so you will need to probably try 2-3 times and get it across. Yes, I did it successfully and now it's out. So this is how it looks. You can hang it anywhere in your room. How pretty does it look? So I have made one with a 5-inch lid that I had, and the blue one is with a CD which is slightly smaller. So you could try it out and send me some pictures if needed. Thank you.